Today I'm going to be explaining how rotational motion is involved with bicycles. Rotational motion is when an object moves around an axis instead of in a straight line. Rotational motion is caused when a torque, which is a rotational force, is applied to a body that moves about an axis, causing rotational motion to occur. The wheel of a bike is a perfect example of this because the wheel of a bike moves around an axis in order for the bike to travel. Riding a bike involves a variety of physics concepts, but I'm going to be focusing on how rotational motion is involved in changing the gears on a bike to make it move. Gears are used in bikes to change how the force on the bike influences the speed of the bike and how far the bike will go as a result of the wheel turning. Usually, bikes have either 2 or 3 chain rings in the front of the bike. In the back, bikes will usually have 7 to 11 cogs, or gears. The purpose of gears on a bike is so that the biker can change the gears when the terrain they are biking on changes. This makes it easier for the biker to pedal. Usually, a biker will shift to a lighter gear when they are climbing. When the biker is on flat terrain, they usually have heavier gears. The whole purpose is to make the biker able to pedal efficiently and comfortably. While riding a bike, the front gears of the bike and the pedals rotate at the same angular speed, and the back gears of the bike and the wheels rotate at the same angular speed. Angular speed is the rate that an object changes its angle. The bike's pedals are attached to the front gear, which you apply a force to in order to make the bike move. The back gears are attached to the wheels of the bike. This is what you are changing when you change the gears of a bike. Since the chain wraps around the back wheel, a smaller gear, or a smaller radius, would make a higher angular velocity. This would cause the wheel to spin faster. A chain connects the gears on the bike. The chain has the same velocity at every point. As we change gears while riding a bike, the ratio of the radius of the chain ring to the radius of the sprocket changes. In order to bike faster, the gear in the front must be larger and the gear in the back must be smaller. By changing the gears on the bike to adjust the speed, you are changing the ratio of the radius of the sprocket and the chain ring. When a person changes the gears on their bike, the disc, which is located where we pedal, changes to another radius. Because of this equation, when the radius of the disc changes, the radius times the angular velocity also changes. This results in a different velocity for the bike. The equation for this concept is V equals R times omega. Omega is the angular velocity, R is the radius of the disc, and V is the velocity. When we change the gears on the bike, the radius changes, which causes there to be a different velocity for the bike, which is why changing the gears on the bike changes how fast the bike goes. Overall, rotational motion is an important concept while describing how a bike changes gears because it influences how a bike can travel at different speeds with different forces as a result of changing the angular velocity and the radius of the bike's gears and the bike's wheels.